Good run here. So again, first big hit right there, Team Kansas. Right back at you.
Able to back away. Kitchell and Markley might be the early targets for Team Metro, being in the old iron cars, a little bit more mass, heavier. Markley holding Mason up in the 204. We've got one of Metro's machines up in the wall. Back time.
James Kitchell, that 447, he's a pro, Steve. I mean, again, we talk about
some of that here with one or two cars at a time.
He hits both directions. Right there's another one. Hit nose to nose.
Here we go. Team Kansas got themselves some space, picked their targets, and here comes Team Metro.
And again, Steve, you're going to see first go of the night. You're hoping this track is really solid. You're going to get a good run here. So again, first big hit right there, Team Kansas. Right back at you. Come Team Metro.
Markley up into the berm there. Able to back away. Kitchell might be having a little trouble there. No, able to get it going. Suter working on Kitchell. I would guess that Kitchell and Markley might be the early targets for Team Metro, being in the old iron cars, a little bit more mass, heavier, able to make some more stout hits with those machines. And arguably a little bit more experience behind the wheel, although, I mean, Brent and Barry have been around their whole lives. It's negligible difference, I would say.
We've said for 2.5 days that you started right now, but bottom line is you make a hit, you better have your head on swivel because somebody's coming in this 4-on-4 the way that's set up.
Suter getting parked. He's going to be able to back out of this. They're going to have to do some work after this heat to get that squared away. Ooh, nice. Markley holding Mason up in the 204, keeping him tied up so that his teammates could work on the other cars. Suter fought his way out of there, came out swinging. We've got one of Metro's machines up in the wall, back tires in the air, waving for help from teammates. And this is where Team Kansas shines. They're going to play blocker here. Oh, did not need the help. Shook it free with his own body weight. I fully expected to see Team Kansas running blocker there and running interference to keep the teammates away and to go down one car.
You've said it all week, Steve. Again, the good teams, you figure out who they are. That, Steve. I don't see that too often. How often does that happen?
It's not very common. Some guys have done it. There's pros and cons to every build, but one of the pros there is it keeps your reach a little higher, protects your elbow when you're getting hit, stuff like that. But it could be more dangerous. You know, you get rocked to the side, you could hit your helmet off of that. It could be a scary situation. So really, it just comes down to driver comfort. It's one of those things. You know, you ride the horse you came in on, and that's the kind of thing that he's used to.
Fantastic explanation. Thank you.
We've seen other team events, things like Blizzard Bash in Topeka, Kansas, where Team Kansas has a rich history. Great track record there, and they are known that it's a different format. It's team format, but the feature is multiple teams all at once. It's not one team versus one team. There's some politics that become involved with that, but more often it's just a matter of, as I said early in the beginning of the week, picking your real estate, defending that real estate, and if somebody crosses your border, making sure they don't make it back out. And nobody does that better than Team Kansas. Be interesting to see if they start to adopt some of that here with one or two cars at a time. Team Metro looking really good, being very aggressive and doing a good job of isolating Team Kansas drivers, getting one car by itself and then doing damage while he's tied up.
I agree with that, and seeing about even Steven right now. A lot of good hits both directions. Right there's another one, hit nose to nose.
Couple cars with steering issues. Barry Clemens in the 79. One of the issues, I believe, I think the driver's front is locked up or having a problem, because you can see there, just spinning the tires, not able to get any momentum in that machine. He's able to keep it moving if somebody bumps him, but leads me to believe that those tires are probably pointing at each other on the driver's side. James Kitchell's 447 broken steering. Starting to see some chinks in the armor here.
Team Metro just not backing down, Steve. I feel like that they feel like they belong here right now. And again, probably you've been there.
From the camera view, but I'll tell you, once you're out there moving around, it gets real. Chad Markley trying to move away, being told to back away. However, Suter is up on that rear tire, bumper over the tire. And Kitchell trying to do something with that broken suspension on the passenger side. Made some contact, kept his clock alive, not able to do a lot to move Suter. We could be down to 3-on-3 with Brent Clemens and James Kitchell both dealing with steering and suspension problems.
Markley was tied up in that wall, and those two found a way to separate. So.
Yeah, we're back to 4-on-4, but Kitchell on borrowed time here. Looks like the sun has done a lot of its job as far as the moisture on the track goes. We'll see that get progressively better here as this top stuff gets turned up. Air gets to it, the sun gets to it. As long as the correct choices are made, it'll continue to stay that way.
James Kitchell, that 447, he's a pro, Steve. I mean, again, we talk about borrowed time, but again, this guy, again, finds a way to do things that behind the wheel of a car that a lot of folks can't.
It's perseverance, you know, give everything you've got. If the car will still move, do something with it. Brent Clemens working on the 11. Markley comes in, gets involved here, and they're working on getting him kitty corner against that berm. Now he's got a little bit of hope there because that concrete block at least won't suck him in. But the berm side, it's like quicksand over there. You get sucked into it, and it almost suctions to your wheel. You have a real hard time getting away from it. stick down on the 8 up, I believe I just heard from our track side.
I believe that's the 11. Kirk Horman is parked in the corner, if I'm not mistaken. Steve, how you going to have any luck getting out of there? These guys again from Team Kansas now doing their work, keeping it from the other end.
Red flag.
See where they are when we go green.
Kyle in a bad spot here. Not really being held, but not getting a lot of room to move either. Suter trying to lean on Markley a little bit. Kitchell shredding some tires, trying to keep that 447 moving. Watching Brent Clemens in the 79, I see him working the shifter, and I'm not seeing a lot of response out of those rear tires. Might be having a transmission issue, losing trans or some slippage. He's been fighting that front suspension, making the car work, and he could have just overdid things.
There's Chad Markley trying to get his teammate free.
Kitchell out of time, being told he's all done.
Not seeing any Metro cars moving right now, though. It's just a matter of time, Steve.
It is. Brent waved his teammates off.
The finger goes up, so I think it's one left for Metro.
That's going to be it.